What's up YouTube, this is Dragon and this is another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. So let's get to the battle at hand. Now I'm gonna say that the Pokemon that I fear the most is probably the Mega Kangaskhan. Yes, the classics. Mega Kangaskhan is the one that I fear the most, but if you look at that team, I can pretty much just Will-O-Wisp the entire team. And if my opponent decides to leave with the Talonflame, then I can just Will-O-Wisp because obviously he's going to switch. He would be insane to stay. That would just be complete batshit. So I'm gonna go for the Will-O-Wisp because my opponent literally has no other option. Let's see. Or I could just go for the Nah, I'm gonna go for the Will-O-Wisp. I'm gonna go straight for the Will-O-Wisp. Go ahead, use U-turn, switch, whatever. You're not gonna stay. You're obviously not gonna stay. That would be insane. Rotom? Ah, it's the Rotom. Of course it's gonna. Damn it, I missed the attack. That freaking sucks. That really sucks. Oh man. So of course now my opponent can predict what I'm about to do. Will my opponent go for the Volt Switch? I don't know. I'm gonna go for the Will-O-Wisp anyway because I got Resto Chesto and it's the Volt Switch. Is my opponent going to just, you know, is my opponent going to Volt Switch back into the Talonflame? That would be kind of redundant. I mean, also okay, cool. It's, you son of a kitten. Ah, that is so freaking annoying. Damn it, man. I really could use a Will-O-Wisp on this Pokemon. Of all the Pokemon, this is probably going to screw me over more than it should. So, let's see. Who do also I have? I'm going to go for the Will-O-Wisp anyway again. Because this Pokemon... Oh, Swords Dance. That's cool. Hopefully it doesn't have the Lumberry. If it has the Lumberry, I'm going to be really upset. And Will-O-Wisp, there we go. Don't have the Lumberry. Please don't have the Lumberry. And wow, he really has the Lumberry. You rarely see this Pokemon with a Lumberry. Who does that? So, damn it, man. Damn it. I missed two Will-O-Wisps. This is probably going to cost me the game. So I do have full defense. Okay, now he goes for the Outrage. So, Rotom faints. That is so freaking lame. So now I'm going to go into my Conkeldurr and maybe I can live one Outrage at +2. I'm not sure. Highly doubt it. So I'm going to go for the Drain Punch and let's see how well my Conkeldurr can take it. 0. Absolutely shameful. Absolutely freaking shameful. Those two misses, man, that definitely just cost me the game. Alright, so, you know, normally, like, I'd be really happy to have a Ferrothorn at this point. Times like this, I wish I just had 6 Pokemon on my team, because I would just switch to Ferrothorn. I wouldn't even think twice about this. So, let's see. I wonder how much a Flare Blitz would do, just out of curiosity. Okay, and that should be this Pokemon. Yeah, so let's see how much Flare Blitz would do to this Pokemon. And it doesn't do that much at all. I mean, it'll take, oh, Rocky Helmet and everything. Okay. So now most likely these Pokemon might just go for the Hydro Pump because that would make the most sense. And I really, really wish I didn't miss... Oh, crits. I really wish I didn't miss those two Will-O-Wisps. That Will-O-Wisp just cost me the game. It easily cost me the game. Oh, that's an interesting Hydro Pump miss. So that's going to be another Flare Blitz right there. But then, of course, the Talonflame is just going to come and revenge kill me because that's absolutely free. So, yeah. So it doesn't matter. Talonflame just comes and pecks me and I die. So, well, we're waiting for the Talonflame and we're going to see what happens next. And yep, there's the Talonflame. So it's probably just going to be a Brave Bird or the rare Acrobatics. I rarely see Acrobatics. Yep, it's Brave Bird. And that's going to finish off my Darmanitan because it's going to finish off my Darmanitan. I mean, of course it is. So far, Darmanitan has not been putting in as much work as I want him to. I was going to choose, ironically, what do you call it? Blastoise, but you know, I wanted to choose Darmanitan no matter what because it's the new Pokemon, but it's still, you know, it's not really doing that well, and it kind of makes me sad. So we're gonna have another battle again because why not? A battle box. Yes, I want to. Even though it's not really advantageous for me to use Darmanitan, I really want to use him. Really want to use her because Darmanitan, given the opportunity, can really be a powerful Pokemon, and it's just so hard to just get around her because it's just freaking Darmanitan. Okay, let's see. Print that screen, and let's see. Okay, so it would probably be best for me to use Crobat in this situation. Let's see. Okay, so I might choose Crobat first. Then again, I might not. I might choose Rodent first. Nah, if I choose Rodent first, then my opponent might just go straight into the Conkeldurr. Then you already know how that goes. You know what? I might choose Darmanitan first. Yeah. Or, you know what? Most people choose their Talonflame first. So I'm going to choose Blastoise first. Yeah. Then I'm going to choose Darmanitan because I'm using Darmanitan no matter what. I don't care. And then I'm going to use Crobat. But then I also... Yeah. See, normally I would choose Rotom. Normally I would choose Rotom, Blastoise, and Crobat, but I'm going to choose Darmanitan instead, and I'm going to leave Rotom out, despite Rotom being a huge advantage on this team. Rotom probably would be the crux to me winning this battle, you know, but I'm going to use Darmanitan anyway. I'm going to put myself at a disadvantage, because I don't care. I'm going to do it. I want to use Darmanitan. So let's see. Will my opponent send out the Talonflame first? No, that's cool. I don't mind Chompy coming out. Okay, so my opponent's probably going to predict me to use the Ice Beam, which means that I should go for the Aura Sphere. Because, let's see. Yeah, my opponent should predict the Ice Beam. That makes absolutely the most sense. So I'm going to... Yeah, and wait, actually, what other options does my opponent have? I'm gonna go use Aura Sphere anyway. Yeah. Mega Evolution, Aura Sphere. Let's go. Okay, well, my opponent decides to stay. Oh, that's fine. Well, I'll be able to, you know, deal with this Pokemon regardless. So, let's see. Oh, straight for the Outrage. Okay. That's cool with me. And good. So I'm not dead. That's nice. Well, at least this Aura Sphere will still do a lot, and it won't be enough to kill. So let me see. Darmanitan. My Darmanitan is Scarfed. So now, of course, I'm kind of regretting, you know, not going for the Ice Beam. And let's see. Well, it doesn't make a difference, but I'm just gonna go for the Ice Beam anyway, because, you know, whatever. All right, so let's see. Superpower. Let's see. Will this Garchomp be stuck in the Outrage? No, he has a chance to switch. Okay, so if I were my opponent, what would I do? I'd probably switch at this point. And this is, let me see. Is Darmanitan faster? You choose Scarf, then Garchomp. Chomp. Oh, you for Scarf. Ah, Darmanitan is slower, so that's not going to be a thing that I can do. So I guess I'm going to just have to go straight into Crobat. But then again, this Pokemon is confused. So if he hurts himself in confusion, then it wouldn't really make much of a difference. I'm gonna go into Darmanitan. Yes, I'm gonna go into Darmanitan. Okay. So now, yeah. Should I? Maybe I should go for the U-turn. Nah, I'm gonna go for the Flare Blitz. And oh, would you look at that? I'm faster. And let's see, that should not be enough to kill. And that is very upsetting. And maybe my opponent might hurt herself in confusion. I really hope she does. And that's good. Oh, that's one heck of a relief. I'm a little upset that Darmanitan, see, Darmanitan just gonna do that teeny weeny bit of damage. That's very upsetting. And that looks like, so it happened to be an adamant, you know, an adamant version of that Pokemon. So let's see. If I stay in, well, this bird can just, you know, Brave Bird Darmanitan for free, so I'm gonna go for Flare Blitz because, oh, well, you know, I am kind of, you know, scarfed and all, so, oh, look at that, that did quite a bit of damage. So, okay, so it's Swords Dance. Alright, so, you know, we all know Brave Bird is gonna be the next move. And, you know, Crobat's my last Pokemon. See, like, right here, this is when Rotom would have been the perfect Pokemon. But I just didn't want to choose Rotom. I wanted to be stubborn and choose Darmanitan. But Darmanitan, this is the problem with Darmanitan. You know, just can't really put in that work. Poor Darmanitan. You know, I hope I get a crit here because my opponent is being kind of silly right now, going for Roost. And okay, so there's that. And roost again. Okay, go ahead, keep roosting. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Yeah, I mean, I guess my opponent kind of just wants me to kill myself, I guess. Don't really see the actual benefit in this. And that looks like nope, not necessarily a crit. But maybe my opponent's last Pokemon is, you know what, I don't even know. But I'm going to go Flare Blitz again. Okay, Brave Bird. Oh, that's right. My opponent didn't necessarily want to kill herself. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. So maybe my opponent, no. You know what? Duh, I should have saw that. Should have saw that a mile away, you know, and then just went for the Brave Bird, but then, you know. Not sure of who my opponent's last Pokemon is. So Crobat is now my opponent's. No, it's now my last Pokemon. So let's see. Best move I can do is Brave Bird, obviously. And my opponent is definitely going to be faster. So can a Crobat survive a +2 Brave Bird? I'm not really sure. And no, definitely not. See, I didn't care. I definitely would have been able to counter this Pokemon if I had my Rotom, but I just didn't care. I didn't care. And let's see. Yeah, that was my opponent's last Pokemon. Yeah, you see, like, I would have won if I had Rotom, but it didn't matter. I still enjoyed that battle, and it was one heck of a battle, and I loved it. It was great. I liked it, and I'm glad that it turned out the way that it did. So let's see, it was Talonflame. No. I still don't know my opponent's last Pokemon. Or do I? Let's see, it was Chompy, then it was the bird, and then it was either, I don't know. But yeah, if I had If I had Rotom, I definitely would have been able to counter that. And yeah, it would have been great. Nonetheless, those are some pretty interesting battles, and I'm glad that you guys enjoyed these battles. And as you know, I will see you in the next one. Well, see you later.